write G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 is the formula used to find the center of a triangle. The coordinates of the point P are Q, which divides externally in the ratio 2:3 is 13 comma 1. Q is the midpoint of PQ. Just use midpoint formula, you will get the value of Q. Otherwise, let Q divides AB in the ratio 2:1. Use the same formula, you will get the answer. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of basic mathematics class. I am Mr. Niranjan, faculty department of mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Today in this session I am going to discuss regarding very important concept, that is regarding midpoint formulae as well as the section formulas. These are very important concept for the point of examination. Now let us know regarding what is the midpoint and what is the section formulas, how a point divides internally and externally. Now let us know regarding internal division and external division. Let AB be a straight line. If P is a point on the straight line AB, then AP by BP is called the position ratio of the point P on AB. Suppose if A and B are any points, if P is any point on the line, if P is a point on the straight line AB, then the ratio AP divided by BP is called the position ratio. That is AP divided by BP. A to P divided by B to P. AP divided by BP is called as the position ratio of the point P on the line AB. So sometimes we can also write it as M and N. So the position ratio is nothing but M is to N. M by N. Now, if P lies between A and B, if a point P lies between A and B, then P is said to be divide AB internally in the given ratio. So, if the point is in between A and B, then we can say that the point divides AB internally in the given ratio. So, if a point P lies in between A and B, then we are going to say that the point P will divide AB internally in the given ratio. Right. So, in case of this, both AB and BP are measured in the same direction. They are the same sign and hence the ratio AP is to BP is always positive. Right. Now, on the other hand, suppose on the other hand, if P lies on AB produced as shown in the figure like this. If P lies on AB produced, so here AB, if AB is produced, this P lies here, or if AB is produced towards this direction, then you are going to observe the point P is here. So, if AB is produced towards B, then the point is here. If AB is produced towards the point A, then the point is here. So, this is called as a external division. So, that means the point P divides AB externally, the point P divides AB externally, whereas this point P divides AB internally, right. So, that means on the other hand, if P lies on AB produced, so this AB is produced towards this direction, this AB is produced towards this direction, this is in this direction, then the division is said to be an external division, hence AP and BP are measured in the opposite direction. So, AP and BP are measured in the opposite direction and they are different sign, hence the ratio AP is to BP is found to be negative. So, here in this case, the ratio AP is to BP is found to be negative because they are in opposite direction. So, that means if a point P divides AB in between A and B, then it is called an internal division. If the point B divides outside AB, then it is called as an external division. Now, how to find out the value of internal and external division? How to find out the point P divides AB internally, and if Q divides AB externally, then we have a formula that is called as section formulas. So, in section formulas, we are going to study these two types of formulas. So, to find the coordinate of the point P x comma y, which divides a line joining the point A x1, y1 and B x2, y2 internally in the ratio m is to n, then the coordinates of the point P is given by Px comma y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So, therefore, the coordinates of the point Px comma y which divides internally is given by Px comma y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So this is called a internal division. So if P divides AB, this is the line A x1 y1 and this is B x2 y2, and P divides Px comma y divides AB internally in the ratio m is to n, then the internal ratio is given by mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n and my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Similarly, the external division is given by, so if a point P x comma y divides a line joining A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 internally in the ratio k is to 1, then the coordinates of the point is given by, that is instead of m and n it is k and 1, mx2 plus nx1, kx2 plus x1 divided by k plus 1, ky2 plus y1 divided by k plus 1. This is the internal division. So to find the coordinates of the point P x comma y which divides a line joining the points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 externally in the ratio m is to n, then the coordinates of the point P x comma y, sometimes we may call it as q x comma y, is mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n comma my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. So these are the coordinates. So suppose, or if q divides AB externally in the ratio, then q x comma y external division is given by mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n comma my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. This is called the external division, externally. So for internally it is plus, for externally it is minus. So these are the two formulas which we are going to use to solve the problems for internal division and external division. Very, very important type of formulas. Hope you followed, right? So based on this two formulas, we are going to solve the problems. Now the next concept is the coordinates of the midpoint. So midpoint, now let us come to the midpoint. The coordinates of a midpoint m of the line joining A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. Suppose this is A x1 y1, A x1 comma y1 and B x2 comma y2, then the coordinates of the point P x1 P x comma y which divides AB, whose midpoint is given by the midpoint of A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. If it divides in the ratio m is to n and this divides in the ratio m is to n is equal to 1 is to 1, then what happens? So you are going to get a formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So suppose if you use this formula, internal division, what is the formula for internal division? P x comma y is equal to mx1 plus nx2 divided by m plus n comma my1 plus ny2 divided by m plus n. So just take m is equal to 1 and n is equal to 1, m is equal to 1, n is equal to 1, then this is 1 into x1 is x1 plus x2 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2, y1 into 1 is y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So this is the ratio, this is called the midpoint. So the midpoint of the line joining x1 comma y1 and x2 y2 is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the formula used to find the midpoint, right? Now centroid of a triangle, the centroid of a triangle. Now suppose if this is a triangle A, B, C. So this is the centroid of a triangle. G is the centroid. So let G be the centroid of the triangle ABC. If G is a point of intersection of the medians of the triangle, then the centroid divides the median D in the ratio 2 is to 1 internally, in the ratio 2 is to 1 internally, right? So here, so if it divides in the ratio 2 is to 1, then you are going to get the centroid of the triangle. The coordinates of the centroid of the triangle is given by x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. So the centroid is given by, the centroid G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. So if the points are x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Then the centroid of the triangle is given by centroid G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 is the formula used to find the centroid of a triangle. Now, let's move on to the problems based on this. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line joining the following pair of points in the given ratio. Now, what is the first problem? 3, 2 and 1, 4 in the ratio 5:6 internally. Now, what is given? Now, here this is given. So, let us call A. A is equal to 3, 2. This is x1, y1. B. B. What is B? 1, 4. This is equal to x2, y2, and the ratio m is to n is equal to 5:6. Therefore, m is equal to 5, n is equal to 6. The internal division P x, y internally P x, y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So, what is here m? M is equal to 5 into x2. x2 is 1 plus n is 6 into x1. x1 is equal to 3 divided by m plus n, 5 plus 6, m. M is equal to 5 into y2. What is y2? y2 is equal to 4 plus n is equal to 6 divided by y1 into y1. y1 is equal to 2 divided by m plus n, 5 plus 6. So, this is equal to 6 3s are 18 divided by 11, 5 4s are 20 plus 6 2s are 12 divided by 11. So, this is equal to 18 plus 5. 18 plus 5 is 23 divided by 11, 20 plus 12 is 32 divided by 11. So, this is the internal division. Okay. Hope you followed. So, what is the answer here? So, the required answer is 23 by 11, 32 by 11. That's it. Okay. Now, move on to the next problem. Find the coordinates of the point which divides a line joining the following point in the given ratio internally. Same type problem. So, what is given here? A is equal to minus 1, 2. This is x1, y1, and B 5, minus 1. This is equal to x2, y2. Now, what is the ratio given? M is to n is equal to 3 is to 4. M is equal to 3, n is equal to 4. Since internally it is given. So, internal division internally is given by Px, y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Or you can also write nx1 plus mx2 divided by m plus n, ny1 plus my2 divided by m plus n, right. Now, let us substitute the values. So, this is equal to m. What is m? M is equal to 3 into x2. x2 is equal to 5 plus n. What is n? 4 into x1. x1 is equal to minus 1 divided by m plus n. 3 plus 4, m is equal to 3 into y2. y2 is equal to minus 7 plus n is 4 into y1. What is y1? y1 is equal to 2 divided by 3 plus 4. This is equal to 5 3s are 15 minus 4 divided by 3 plus 4 is 7. Again 7 3s are 21 plus 4 2s are 8 divided by 7. What is this equal to? 15 minus 4 is 11 divided by 7, 21 minus 8, minus 21 plus 8, that's equal to minus 13 by 7. So, the points are 11 by 7, minus 13 by 7. Now, so the required answer is 11 by 7, minus 13 by 7. Now, move on to the next problem. Find the coordinates of the point which divides a line joining the points in the given ratio. Here it is 2:3 externally. Now, what is given here? Let us call A is equal to 3, 5 and B is equal to minus 2, 7, and the ratio m is to n is equal to 2:3. So, m is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. External division externally is given by Px comma y or Qx comma y, you can also take Qx comma y is equal to same, that is mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n, my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. So this is equal to, what is m? M is 2 into x2. X2 is equal to, this is x1 y1 x2 y2. X2 is minus 2 minus n is 3 into x1. What is x1? X1 is equal to 3 divided by m minus n, 2 minus 3 comma m y2. M is 2 into y2. What is y2? Y2 is 7 minus n is 3 into y1. What is y1? Y1 is equal to 5 divided by 2 minus 3. This is equal to minus 4 minus 9 divided by minus 1. 7 2s are 14 minus 5 3s are 15 divided by minus 1. This is equal to minus 4 minus 5 is minus 13 by minus 1 comma 14 minus 15 is minus 1 by minus 1. So this is equal to plus 13 comma plus 1. The coordinates of the point P or Q which divides externally in the ratio 2:3 is 13 comma 1. That's it. Hope you followed. Now move on to the next problem, same type problem. Here the ratio is given to be 5:4 externally. What is A? A is equal to 0 comma 4. This is x1 y1 and B minus 3 comma 7. This is x2 comma y2. The ratio m is to n is equal to 5:4. M is equal to 5, n is equal to 4. Externally is given by externally Px comma y is equal to mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n comma my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. So this is equal to, what is m? M is 5 into x2. X2 is equal to minus 3 minus n is 4 into x1. X1 is equal to 0 divided by 5 minus 4 comma m is again 5 into y2. What is y2? Y2 is 7 minus n is 4 into y1. Y1 is also equal to 4 divided by 5 minus 4. So m into y2 minus n into y1. So this is equal to minus 15 minus 0 divided by 1 comma 7 5s are 35 minus 4 4s are 16 divided by 1. Now simplify this. This is equal to minus 15 by 1 is minus 15 minus 0 is minus 15 by 1. 35 minus 16 is 19 divided by 1. So this is equal to minus 15 comma 19. That's it. The coordinates of the point which divides externally is minus 15 comma 19. That's it. Okay. Hope you followed. Move on to the next problem. What is the next problem? The line joining the point P 1 comma minus 2 and minus 3 comma is trisected. Find the coordinates of the point of a trisection. This is also very simple and very important problem. Now what is given here? What are the points? So the line joining the points, what are the points here? This is A and B, call it as A and B. A 1 comma minus 2 and B, this is B is equal to minus 3 comma 4 is trisected. So we have to trisect this. So this is one section and this is another section, call it as a P and a Q. Then find the coordinates of the point of a trisection. So what is required to find is P and Q. Okay. Let us think here. Suppose if P divides AB in the ratio 1:2. P divides AB in the ratio 1:2. In the ratio 1:2. Now just find out the coordinates of P. Px comma y is equal to, what is the formula? Mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Now this is equal to, what is m? M is equal to 1. Here m is equal to 1, n is equal to 2. 1 into x2. So this is x1 y1. A is 1 comma minus 2. This is x1 y1 and b, what is b? B is equal to minus 3 comma 4, this is x2 y2. Now m into, that is 1 into x2, x2 is equal to, x2 is minus 3 plus n is 2 into x1, x1 is 1 divided by 1 plus 2 comma my2, m is 1 into y2 is 4 plus n is 2 into y1 is minus 2 divided by 1 plus 2. What is this equal to? Minus 3 plus 1 2s are 2 divided by 3 comma 4 minus 4 divided by 3. So minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 by 3 comma 4 minus 4 is 0 by 3 is 0. So minus 1 by 3 comma 0 is the first point. Okay. Now this is one point. Now to find q, see if you observe carefully, this q is the midpoint of PQ. Just use midpoint formula, you will get the value of q. Otherwise, let q divides AB in the ratio 2:1, use the same formula, you will get the answer. Now what is P? We have P is equal to minus 1 by 3 comma 0, and what is B? B is equal to, B is minus 3 comma 4. So therefore this q is equal to midpoint of P to B. So what is the formula? Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is equal to x1 minus 1 by 3 minus 3 divided by 2 comma y1 is 0 plus 4 divided by 2. So this is equal to minus, take LCM, minus 1 minus 3 3s are 9 divided by 3 whole divided by 2 comma 4 divided by 2. So this is equal to minus 10 by 3 into 1 by 2 comma 2. So 2 5s I gets cancelled. This is equal to minus 5 by 3 comma 2. That's all. Minus 5 by 3 is the other point of the trisection. So here P is equal to minus 1 comma 0 and Q is equal to minus 5 by 3 comma 2. That's it. This is how we are going to find the coordinates of the trisection of a given line. Now move on to the next. Find the coordinates of the point of trisection for the line joining the point 5 comma minus 6 and minus 3 comma 4, same as that of the previous problem. Now let us consider this as A and B. What is A? 5 comma minus 6. What is B? Minus 3 comma 4. Let P divides AB in the ratio 1:2. 1:2. Now m is to n is equal to 1:2. M is equal to 1, n is equal to 2. What is A? A is equal to 5 comma minus 6. B is equal to minus 3 comma 4. The internal ratio, just use Px comma y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Now this is equal to m into, what is m? M is 1 into x2. So x2 here, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So m into x2 is minus 3 plus n. What is n? N is equal to 2 into x1. M is 1 into x2. x2 is equal to minus 3 plus n is 2 into x1. x1 is equal to 5 divided by m plus n. M plus n is nothing but 1 plus 2 comma again m is 1 into y2. y2 is equal to 4 plus n is 2 into y1. What is y1? So here y1 is equal to minus 6 divided by 1 plus 2. This is equal to, what is this equal to? Minus 3 plus 5 2s are 10 by 3. 4 1s are 4 minus 6 2s are 12 divided by 3. So that's equal to 10 minus 3 is 7 divided by 3 comma 4 minus 12 is minus 8 by 3. So 7 by 3 comma minus 8 by 3 is the 1 point. Okay. Now then, since if Q divides, you can write Q divides AB in the ratio 2:1, use the same formula, or since this Q is the midpoint of PB, we can find the coordinate of Q. So here what is P? P is equal to 7 by 3 comma minus 8 by 3, and What is B? B is equal to minus 3 comma 4. So Q is the midpoint of, Q is equal to midpoint of PB. So therefore Q is equal to midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is equal to 7 by 3 minus 3 divided by 2 comma minus 8 by 3 plus 4 divided by 2. So what is this equal to? Take LCM. 7 minus 3 3s are 9 by 2 9 by 3 divided by 2 comma minus 8 plus 4 3s are 12 by 3 divided by 2. So 7 minus 9 is minus 2 divided by 3 into 1 by 2. 12 minus 8 is 4 by 3 into 1 by 2. 2 2s I gets cancelled. Now what is the answer? Divide it. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. What is left is minus 1 divided by 3. Here 2 2s I gets cancelled. 2 into 1 is 2 divided by 3. So the required answer is minus 1 by 3 comma 2 by 3. Okay. Hope you followed. Right. Now let us come to the next problem. Find the coordinates of the center of the circle having minus 3 comma 4 and 5 comma 8 as the ends of the diameter. Right. Now find the coordinate of the center of the circle. Now what is given? Having minus 3 comma 4 and 5 comma 8 as the ends of the diameter. Now let us consider this is a circle. Here this is given, the ends of diameter A and B are given. What is A? A is equal to minus 3 comma 4 and another point B is equal to 5 comma 8 as the ends of diameter. Find the center. This is the center. C is the center of the circle. The center of the circle, center C is equal to midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. That's it. So C, call it as x comma y is equal to midpoint of AB minus 3 plus 5 divided by 2 comma 4 plus 8 divided by 2. That's equal to 5 minus 3 is 2 by 2 comma 12 by 2, that is equal to 1 comma 6. So therefore the center C is equal to 1 comma 6. This is nothing but the midpoint of the A points A and B. That's it. Okay. Now move on to the next problem. Find the other end of the diameter of the circle whose center is the origin and one end of the diameter is minus 3 comma 6. So here what is required? One end. Find the other end of the diameter of the circle. Let A is equal to x comma y is the other end of diameter. Other end of diameter whose center is equal to 0 comma 0 is the origin and one end of the diameter B is equal to minus 3 comma 6. Same formula use. The center C is equal to midpoint of AB. What is C? C is equal to 0 comma 0. Midpoint of AB is x plus into minus, that is minus 3 divided by 2 comma y plus 6 divided by 2. So 0 comma 0 is equal to x minus 3 by 2 comma y plus 6 by 2. Equate this. X minus 3 by 2 is equal to 0 or y plus 6 by 2 is equal to 0. Cross multiplied. X minus 3 is equal to 0 or x is equal to 3. Y plus 6 is equal to 0 or y is equal to minus 6. So therefore the other end of the diameter A is equal to x comma y is 3 comma minus 6. That's it. Okay. See, if you simplify, minus 3 plus 3 is 0, minus 6 plus 6 is also equal to, you will get the center as 0 comma 0. That is simple verification. So that's all regarding today's session. Let us meet with a different type of concept in the next session. Thank you very much.